Welcome back to the channel, guys. Welcome back to another week of the EV Weekly Wrap. My name is Roland and I'm here to talk to you guys about all of the EV news that's happened across Australia and around the world over the past 7 days. So, it's not such a big episode today considering a short week, especially with the Easter weekend. So, first of all, hope you guys are enjoying your long weekend. So, anyways, here are the brands on the right hand side that we're going to be talking to today. And so, let's get straight into it. So first things first, Tesla earlier on in the week actually opened up the Model Y long range and standard range for test drives in Australia. Now, as far as I'm aware, it's only in 2 states, in Queensland and New South Wales, and pretty much in the specific cities of Sydney and also Gold Coast and Brisbane. So hopefully they're coming soon to other cities too, guys, so you can go and test and see how the car is for yourself. But in the meantime, shameless plug, go and check out my video because I've already done it there, and keen to hear from you guys. If you guys are driving it too, what do you guys think? I'll reserve my opinion and everything for that video, so please jump over there and watch that. But yeah, basically you can jump onto the website, or you can I'll put the link in the description below as well. It'll take you through to book the test drive, and yeah, go check it out. Okay, so that wraps up this first one here on the Tesla Model Y test drive. So let's keep moving on. So Hyundai Inster, guess what, guys? All of the specs and the range have finally come out. So let me talk you through some of the high level details. So let's talk size. Small city car, it's front wheel drive. I've got the dimensions at the top over here for you guys. So it's 3.8 meters long, so very, very small. Now, 2 key ranges that they've got, or 2 key trim levels. You've got the standard range and the extended range. All of the specs are here on each side, so just pause the screen here if you guys want to look at it in more detail. There is a roof basket option pack, which is a part of the extended range, and you'll see how much range impact there is based on having that roof basket. So the standard range, you get 327 kilometers WLTP, 360 on the extended range, and on the extended range with the roof basket, it drops down to 293. So fairly significant hit in that regard. And then talking about charging, so AC charging, you've got 10.5 kilowatts across the range, and then for DC charging, you've got 120 kilowatts DC. So it's not too bad. In terms of pricing, so the pricing is down over here. So in your standard range, you've got $39,000, and then $42,500 for the extended range, $45,000 with the sunroof, and $45,000 also with the roof basket. So not too bad of pricing. They have started, or they have been able to get in at under that $40,000 mark. Now, what else do you get as a part of the car? So dual 10.25 inch digital displays. You get Hyundai's Blue Link, which is the connected services. You've got pretty much a whole range of safety features as standard for the car as well. And then in terms of warranty, you've got Hyundai's 5-year unlimited kilometer warranty. That's vehicle warranty. And then you've got 8 years, 160,000 kilometer battery warranty, or high voltage battery warranty, which is pretty much, I guess, a standard that we see these days for a lot of companies. So yeah, there you guys have it. All the price, everything is all announced. We just need the car here soon, if not now. So is that something you guys are going to buy? I'd love to hear from you. Drop it in the comment box below. Okay, let's keep moving on. So next on the line, we've got the MG Cyber X. So MG's basically gone for a more boxy look. Now I've got 2 pictures here. It's a silhouette image. There's one up here, and then I've dropped another one on the side profile right here. Looking at this main one over here, it basically sort of looks like a Toyota Land Cruiser Prado or a Lexus GX, I think it is. It's really boxy at the back. It looks like it's also boxy at the front. It doesn't have too many curves around the car at all. One odd thing is, they've got the light up MG logo. I personally don't think we're going to get that here due to our ADR rules, but who knows. Either way, this car is set to be revealed at the Shanghai Motor Show, and the Cyber X will actually join MG's Cyber family, which currently only has one vehicle, which is the Cyberstar electric vehicle. We also don't know if this car is actually going to be coming into Australia yet, so hopefully we get confirmation at that show, but it is going to be unveiled at the show April 23rd. So looking at my calendar here, it's 18th of April, so within a week hopefully we're going to have more details on this specific car. But at the very minimum, we know it's EV. It's gone for a boxier look. It's going to be a big SUV from what I can see there. Potentially could be a 7-seater. I mean, looking at the back over here, it looks like it could potentially stretch out to have a third row of seats, but all will be revealed within the week. So hopefully we'll have more news on this next week, and I'll keep you guys posted. Alright, let's keep moving on. Okay, so next up here we have McMurtry Speirling. This is a brand that I've never heard of until earlier on this week. So you can see over here, world first, McMurtry parking only. So this car is pretty much a car that has a crazy amount of downforce. So much so that it can actually hold over 2,000 kilograms of downforce from a standstill. So whilst it's stopped. And so how do they do it? So basically this car has 2 fans underneath its floor, and it can generate up to 2,000 kilograms of downforce, which sticks to the ground at any speed. Now, some of you guys may not be familiar with downforce and I guess what that means and so forth. So first of all, I've actually got all of the specs of the car over here. I won't go through those, just know that it is very, very, very impressive. So pause the video here if you guys want to read that in more detail. Where I want to take the conversation is the explanation of the downforce in terms of comparison to other vehicles. So start at the top, right? This car has over 2,000 kilograms of downforce from standstill, i.e. it could be sitting there, it could be generating 2,000 kilograms of downforce. One of the top cars with highest downforce that you can get road registered vehicles today, Porsche 911 GT3 RS, it can generate 860 kilograms of downforce at 284 kilometers an hour. You'll see the Aston Martin Valkyrie, it can do 1,100, again at 220 k's. And then for context, the F1 car, Formula 1 car, at around 150 k's per hour, it generates as much downforce as the car weighs, which is 795 kilograms, so say 800. When it's traveling maximum speed, it's actually generating around 3 to 4 times the weight of the car. Let that sink in. 3 to 4 times the 800, okay, which is obviously more than what this McMurtry can do. But this is a Formula 1. This is the downforce that a Formula 1 produces pretty much at max speed. And this car can do it at standstill. I'm lost for words. You guys will have to see this video. I can actually click this here for you guys to see. And so I'll give you a quick review. Okay. Alright, so look at this. They're going to rotate this. So they're rotating the car. Look at that. And then it's actually going to drive forward too. Look. Upside down. And so, yeah, that's the car there. Anyways, have a look at that video if you guys are really interested, but that is amazing. It has smashed all the records, and definitely world first, and looking forward to seeing what other records this car is going to smash. Alright, let's keep moving on. So, next, we've got some Japanese cars, Japanese news. So, we have this Subaru Solterra. This car has been revealed at the New York Motor Show. So, actually, I've got two slides on Subaru, so this is the first one. So, the Subaru Solterra has been revealed, or unveiled. It's got a new all-wheel drive system, which you guys can see the text that I've put over here. 74.7 kilowatt hour lithium ion battery, maximum charge or DC charge 150 kilowatts. Power, so two specs. You've got your entry level at 174 kilowatts, and then your XT, which is the top spec, at 252 kilowatts. So we don't know when this is going to come to Australia as yet, because we do sell the Subaru Solterra here in Australia. However, when this was first unveiled in late 2021, we didn't get it in Australia until late 2023, so pretty much 2 years later. So if they're saying that this is going to be a 2026 car, there is a chance that we're not going to see this here until 2028, which, when you look at the calendar, we're only in 2025, so 3 years away for something like this. I feel like they're going to have to do something. They're going to have to improve the specs, because it doesn't sound like any of this is. It just sounds like this is just normal, entry-level, acceptable vehicle specs for an EV. It doesn't sound like there's anything absolutely amazing that would say, hey, this is the car to buy. But yeah, that's basically all the looks. Do you guys like it? Do you not? I think it's kind of nice. The bit that strikes to me as a bit odd is this section over here. Obviously, they've kind of made it two-tone to try and make it a little sportier, especially with this front bumper hanging down over here. But I don't know. There's something that I just feel looks a little bit odd about this front. And the back here literally looks like a RAV4, a Toyota RAV4. Again, this is my personal opinion. I'd love to hear what you guys think. But yeah, that is the Subaru Solterra. Now, also joining the Subaru Solterra that was revealed at the New York Motor Show is this one here, which is the Subaru Trailseeker. So you'll see the specs over here are pretty much almost quite similar to the Subaru Solterra that we just actually showed you guys. And the interior and all of that looked pretty much exactly the same. Key differences, realistically, besides the actual power difference, is the shape. This one here is more like a wagon, or a rugged wagon. And so you look over here, these black flared arches over here, it does give it a much more rugged look, and same over here. And the headline for this car, the Trailseeker, is basically this is a more rugged or an EV version of the Subaru Outback, which I totally agree. It literally looks like an Outback. It's got the Outback vibes. It's also got the I believe these are plastic flared arches or guards, so it screams Subaru Outback. Either way, this again is also going to be launching in 2026. We don't know that if it's even going to come to Australia. At this point in time, there's no confirmation that the car will even be built in right-hand drive. But it is still being built in Japan, so definitely a Japanese heritage vehicle. And yeah, at this point in time, it's potentially just going to be left-hand drive, and we'll have to wait to hear more sometime in the future. And as always, once I hear more, I'll make sure I let you guys know. Alright, let's keep moving on. Next thing I want to talk about is the Land Rover Defender Sport EV. So there isn't too much information about this car, except the fact that it's going to be roughly 4.6 meters long, 2 meters wide, 1.8 meters tall. It's potentially going to be going on sale 2027, and it is going to be an EV version of the Defender, which is called the Defender Sport EV, or maybe just the Defender Sport, not too sure. Either way, that's the pictures there. There's no other information that we have, so I'll keep you posted if we see more. But curious to know how this car will go, because recently on social media I've seen a lot of news on the Land Rover Defender. Whilst it looks good, I've heard and read that there are so many issues with the car, so I'll leave it at that. Alright, next thing, we've got the Hyundai Staria EV. So this prototype has been spotted testing again, and I have shown you guys this car recently. I'm personally not a massive fan of the shape of the Staria. I feel like there's way too much glass, but it does have the Robocop-like, or these days we call it Cybertruck type lighting at the front, so I think that looks fairly cool. Either way, how do we know if this is an EV? If you actually look at the bottom over here, it says here this is an EV prototype. Now, where exactly is this noted? So from what I could see, it looks like that is right at the bottom over here at the rear. That's where it says it. But yeah, Hyundai Staria EV looks like it's a car that's potentially going to come, at least come to fruition in life. No idea if it's going to even can reach Australia or not, so we're going to have to park that one there. But let's keep moving on. Porsche Cayman EV. This is a really good looking car. I love the looks of it. I love everything about it. It just looks absolutely amazing. So, what are some key differences that you can see that's quite obvious to the eye? If you are a Porsche enthusiast, you'll know that the Cayman has always traditionally had their not charge port, their actual fuel flap cover over here on the front quarter panel. So you can't see anything on either side, on there or on here as well. Neither can you see it there or here. Where's the charge port, you may ask? It's actually right here in the middle. So once you reverse into a spot, smack bang in the middle, plug it in, you're good to go. And so that's really it. There's no other details on the Porsche Cayman. We just know that it is EV. It is coming. The EV version is coming. This is it. It is going to have a plug in the rear, right in the middle. So it's going to be easy to access, I guess. That's probably a really good win, because if it was on one side, you potentially may have charging issues depending on what country you're in, because they potentially will just leave that on that specific side. But having it in the middle there just makes it so much better for you guys, no matter which charger you're using, no matter which side of the road you're on, which country you're in, it's all going to be the same. So fantastic for keeping it like that, or for building it and making it like that, to whoever's been designing it over in the Porsche team. Okay, that's it for the Porsche Cayman EV. So the last one we have here is another Tesla Model Y. So this has been spotted. Now, the bit that we're not too sure on is why is this under camouflage, and what specific model is it? We can't really tell too much. I mean, look, if these were big brakes, you can't really see through there if this was the performance model. We do know that it definitely is the new Model Y based on the whole design and all the looks and everything. But we don't know if this is either the performance model or if this is going to be the super stripped out cheaper version. My 2 cents, if I was a betting man, I would say that this is the cheaper version that's been stripped out and has less things in there. But you never know. They could potentially have massive brakes underneath there, but they've just coloured the calipers in a different colour and left it at that, so that the camouflage pretty much looks the same. Keen to hear from you guys. What do you guys think? Do you think this is the base model, the stripped out version, or could this be the performance version? Because that's still yet to come to anywhere in the world. Okay, and that takes us to the end of this episode. As always, if you guys have watched till the end, thank you so much for your support. Hope you guys are well. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of the Easter break. Stay safe on the roads, and we'll see you soon for more content.